Hello and welcome to Perception Check, the actual play D&D podcast where we play D&D sort of in a homebrew world. We don't need to start it yet. We'll do it before we jump into the actual session.
Into the
I am here with Josh, Matt,
That's
Chris,
me.
Adrian.
I said it too late. Sounded like it was Matt.
I was about to tell them a funny story. And we were like, oh, we should record it because we always miss out on funny stories. And this is not going to live up to the hype. I spent probably a good half an hour searching Google trying to locate a character named Jorts McCracken. And it turns out I invented it and just thought it was a real thing.
So you thought it was real?
I thought it was real.
Because to me, Jorts McCracken sounds like classic Corey.
No, it sounds like it's Babim Bam.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, that must be something I heard in a podcast somewhere. But Jorts McCracken is apparently nowhere on the internet, and it must be something I just randomly was like, yeah, that sounds real.
Oh my god.
I don't
That's
know.
amazing.
Yeah, so,
I've absolutely done that before.
yeah?
I'm like, I know,
But
this-
jorts were correct?
Yeah, no.
No, other things.
Oh, I
with
heard it
another
from
character.
Josh.
Is it
But, like-
sort of kind of similar to what's called the Nelson Mandela effect or something like that?
Not the Nelson Mandela.
Yes, it is. It's named after Nelson Mandela.
It's called
Mandela
effect.
Oh, fine. Okay, fine.
But yeah, people
Like,
You're-
that's like,
misremember.
totally misnamed
You're
because I
thinking-
included his first name.
You're thinking of the Judd Nelson effect, which is when people get frozen in place for long periods of time miraculously.
I was thinking the judge.
I've had a bit to drink.
But the Mandela effect is when people misremember things. Like
That
Yeah.
never
that,
actually
like
happened.
the Monopoly man has a monocle, but he doesn't.
Yeah, or like Sinbad was in a movie called Shazam.
Yes.
Instead of
Oh, yeah.
Shaq and
Yeah.
Kazam.
Yeah.
Or
Wait, is that
Nelson
correct,
Mandela,
though? Is that
happened,
correct?
which he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Are you
one-
going to have
That's
to
where
Google
it came
now?
from.
No, because I know for sure because I saw Kazam
There's
in
other
theaters.
things too, but yeah.
Starring Shaquille O'Neal, who was my favorite basketball player at the time.
There's Berenstain Bears.
Berenstain Bears, yes, Berenstain
Okay,
Bears.
I still just that drives me nuts. Like,
There's a
were my
bunch of
parents
good ones.
reading it wrong to me my entire life, or do I misremember that name? Because there's no way.
Well, see, there's so much confusion. That's why I've decided to start my own book series. And what I do is I take those books, but just replace all the bears with the Charmin bears.
And in 50
A lot of
years,
them are around pooping.
No one's gonna
Well,
know.
then it makes sense to call it Baron's.
No one will know.
because they're staining everything with their shit.
Too much TV, too much TP with the Charmin bears. I came up with that just now, and I'm so glad it's recorded on our...
You know what? Johnny Bravo. I loved that show, but I hated it because he never let the show. I was rooting for this asshole. I don't know why.
My brother watched that, but I never really watched
The
it.
one that I
Yeah, it's like, you know what would make a
Freakazoid was the
good
one that I did
cartoon?
not
Sexual
really
assault.
You know, we should be teaching our children.
But I think that was, I guess when you think about it, that's kind of the point, is he was like a dick and now the girls liked him, which I guess is a better
Yeah.
story than like Pepe Le Pew, who sometimes ended up with a lady.
Yeah, who's like, hey, this cat got paint on it. I'd fuck it.
I think cats are one of the most sexual animals. Just look at the way they move. They're asking for it.
Oh
God. All right, and that's how our podcast got canceled.
Oh no.
Call me.
I'm gonna leave now and send Chris in.
Oh my god, this is just the show now. Okay, well, let's discuss this after, because right now we are digging into Adrian being lucid time.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So we are going to jump into the episode where we last...
What?
So
We
we
missed the last.
So we last left off with saying goodbye to River in a tour of the Fey Wild with Phaedra. As you guys went in, Topher smelled some like rotting flesh. When you came out, you could also hear some chanting, as well as that smell getting stronger. The druids who were protecting the arbor way into the Fey Wild told everyone that something was wrong, and Garryle instructed them to gather some druids, make sure they're protecting the arbor way, and they were going to do that. So we are going to jump right into it in the Dogwood Forest. You guys kind of have a direction to go a little bit more south. That's where Topher was able to kind of figure out, I think it was south into the forest. He figured out that smell and that sound was coming from. So what do you guys do?
Open the spear.
Yes.
Welcome to perception check.
And you did hear the chanting coming from up above, as I described
Right, like
before.
in the trees.
Yes,
right?
the Dogwood Forest has smaller trees, but they're massive, like redwoods,
you
but
just-
bigger trees
okay.
that go
More like
above it
redwoods.
to like a second canopy.
Okay.
And these trunks are huge. Some are bigger than
old growth.
others, like old growth, but even more massive. Like if you take a redwood's trunk and then like circle up 4 of them.
Oh, jeez.
So there are some huge trees in this Dogwood Forest.
Would you say that what we're doing is tracking creatures?
Yeah.
When tracking creatures in your favor, you also learn their exact number, their sizes, and how long ago they passed through the area.
Oh, interesting. Do you have to roll for that?
No, it's just part of.
No,
my
it's just
favorite
part of it.
terrain.
Oh, kick ass. Okay, you are able to pick up 3 distinct voices that are coming from above. You know, it's a little ways down. You make your way. There are 2 very massive tree stumps. There's one on the left, one on the right. And when I say massive, I mean absolutely massive. And as you look up through some of the smaller trees through that canopy, you can see a wooden staircase starting just above the canopy that starts to go up the tree on the left, and another staircase that goes up the tree to the right. You feel like the left is where the voices are coming from.
Okay.
Can we? You said it starts just above the canopy. Like you'd have to climb a lot of tree to get that high.
So if you look at the map, I have you guys kind of centered here. So first you need to figure out how to get up to the top of the first canopy. And then you can take a staircase to the left, which is where you hear the voices coming from, or to the right.
I think we should go to the right, so we can spy on them before we say, "Hey, we're here to fight you."
Okay, so you're wanting to go to the right?
That's Topher's.
I think, yeah, I would follow Topher in this instance. Like, he obviously heard the voices, he smelled the rotting flesh, and he's telling us to go this way. So I think I'd follow him.
I would say Topher's like, "Hey guys," and he like
Do we want
nods
to
his
try to
head
sneak?
toward the right side.
Is there a possibility of stealth?
Of course. If you want to roll stealth checks, you may do that now.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Topher can stealth at normal speed in the forest.
Oh, that's nice.
I was just reading about, but let me just roll stealth.
Does anyone have? I'll say it in character, which is my voice.
I'm not stealthy.
I was just gonna say, does anyone have anything to help us boost our stealth?
Nope.
To go
Let
up.
me double check.
River's dead. She doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever learned to pass without a trace because River always had it.
Yeah.
I do have pass without trace.
I think maybe that might be a good idea
Yeah.
as we go up creaky stairs.
Okay, let me veil of shadows and silence radiates from you, masking you and your companions from detection for the duration. The duration
It's
is
like an hour or something, isn't it? Yeah, up to an hour.
We have to stay within 30 feet of you.
has a +10 bonus to dexterity or stealth checks and can't be tracked except by magical means. The creature that receives this bonus leaves behind no tracks or other traces of its passage. So just basically +10 to your stealth roll.
First dice of the night. That's terrible.
I rolled a 17. with
Okay,
the
so
10.
I got a total of a 16.
I got a total of a 31.
Wow.
Is that in
Don't
addition
you have
to what I already have?
disadvantage, though, because of your heavy armor?
No,
Your plate?
because I have.
But just, I want to keep us all honest, that's all. Do you have some feat that allows you to negate that? Or is it considered medium?
No, so I have my dragon armor on, not plate. So that was one of the gifts that I got from
Smartledore.
Oh, that's
So it's
sick.
the same as plate, but it's not.
It's medium. Is it medium armor then?
No, it's still heavy armor.
So I got
It
Oh,
doesn't-
but it just doesn't have the
Yeah.
disadvantage.
Yeah.
Wow, that I didn't remember that. That's awesome.
I
That's from a
rolled
very long time ago.
Oh yeah, season 1.
Yeah.
I rolled
Okay,
a
yeah.
27 without plus 10 for pass without trace.
So 16,
31.
17,
Yeah.
31, and 37.
16?
16.
Okay. Still pass.
I would be directly behind him.
Yeah.
As far as the order, just because I said I was.
You're all stealth.
How far up is it?
Top of the canopy.
It's going to be about 50 feet up.
I'll just fly up and drop a rope down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea. How do I
Yeah.
get out of the map with...
So
There it
can
is.
Topher,
I need 2 phones.
Garryle, and Sorrow roll athletics checks?
I'm good, actually. Thank you.
I'll still need you to roll those checks.
Not good.
Yeah, well, I think my...
2.
Athletics is strength.
Yeah, I know, but I have some... Oh, no. Oh, no, it's a 7.
7,
18.
18,
10.
10. Okay. Sorrow
This sucks.
goes up. You guys get a couple feet up into the air, but it's getting hard to be able to go the rest of the way. You're I don't know if it's nerves, but you are not able to climb the rope to get up to the top yet. Sorrow, you're up there and you have reached the top.
How far up do they make it?
We'll say they make it about, let's see, a 7 and a 10.
I don't really want to do
Erebus is
a
up there.
huge spell for this.
Erebus, pull the rope up.
Yeah, I guess just start pulling the rope up.
Okay, yeah, do an athletics check.
Can I assist?
Sure.
Since I made it up.
It's still so loud.
Still so loud.
I love those dice.
I rolled an 11 to assist.
I really should have rolled my dice before. I was trying to wait because of the story, and I'd always like. I know it's ridiculous, but I always roll my dice before, and if a dice does well, then I'll use that dice for the night, right?
Yeah.
I didn't do that tonight, and I've just switched to 2 dice that have rolled under 10 both times.
Nice.
So now it'll be on to the 3rd dice, and we'll see what.
Do you want to borrow one?
Well, it's because I think Erebus kind of whispers down, hang on tight, and he pulls the rope up with you two on it.
Okay.
With the help of Sorrow. So all 4 of you have made it to the bottom of this wooden staircase that kind of goes up the side of this massive tree. You can't see the top of the staircase until you reach up there. So you are stealth. The chanting is much louder now. You can't make out. You see like the bottom of a platform ahead of you, the bottom of a bridge crossing to the other tree, and the bottom of another platform where the staircase goes up to.
In what language it's in?
Do any of you speak
Gotta look overseas.
any deep speech?
I might. So give me a second.
What is deep speech?
I believe it's called deep. Isn't there deep speech?
Not here. I have Elvish, Draconic, and Orcish in common.
Okay, you don't understand it?
Oh, primordial. Sorry, it's primordial. Celestial, common, elvish, and primordial. So
We
no.
have primordial. Erebus. Okay. So you don't understand what they're saying in this chanting, but I'd say you know it's some sort of, it sounds ritualistic. So do you proceed to the top of the stairs?
Yeah, I like put my hand on Erebus's bicep, and I kind of shake my head like, sorry, I couldn't climb up a rope. And then I like, flip my head
Okay,
like, let's keep going, and I kind of
I'll go. I'll take the front.
You want to take the front? Okay.
keep going up.
Taking the lead.
I'm still behind Topher, so wherever Topher is.
You
Because Topher had just all vegetables for lunch, and he's a little gassy.
You peek your head up and you're able to see kind of out in front of you. It looks like there is a pulley system to where they can retrieve things from the ground and bring it up. There's also a very large housing thing right in front of you. Looking over to the left, you see something a little different. You see parts of the bridge.
Can I send a note down to the druids
How?
with the pulley system?
Oh, I suppose you could try. Yeah.
So is it like a bucket?
It's there's like a little net like cloth thing
Oh,
that
sorry.
you can put things in and then wheel it up.
Does it look like it?
Everything looks super quiet on the right
never
side.
mind. This is wait.
No. I mean, like, could you use the pulley without making a ton of noise?
I don't know.
Probably not.
Do,
That thing
do an
looks
investigation.
Oh.
That thing looks massive. I don't want to do it anymore. I thought it was like a bucket. I was just gonna say like, hey, we're up here, but that doesn't make any sense now. So forget I said anything. Garryle doesn't.
On the left-handed side, 18? Okay. You can tell that it's mostly made of wood, and the wood seems old, so it'd probably be pretty noisy lowering it down.
Yeah.
Rickety crickety. Oh, I see.
Creaky.
Oh, yeah, and then there's like a big old house. Oh, damn. There's a whole village up here.
Yeah, and along with that, to the left, in the center of those floorboards, kind of on that main platform, you see 3 women in flowing robes chanting and kind of doing an elaborate dance. It was just pinged on there. Yeah, they're doing kind of an elaborate dance. And it looks like they're focusing on something in between them. You also go ahead and just give a perception check, everyone.
Oh, yeah. I love that one. Love that. I'm just going to go back to the
18 for Topher.
18?
25.
20. I got
20?
20.
Okay.
Yep.
What modifiers percent? 'Cause I can't.
Wisdom. It's third row, bottom.
18.
18. Okay. You needed a 20. So, Garryle and Erebus, you see something from the building in front of you. You guys aren't totally up there yet. You're just kind of peeking around. Right here,
Okay.
you see something hanging from the
Eve.
Thank you. The eave of the building. It's very small. You can't make out exactly what it is, but it seems very out of place because you don't see this anywhere else.
Okay. Well, my first instinct is kill it.
It's really small. It's like literally like a large grape. Like
He
a
just said
grape
something.
tomato.
He hasn't even told you it's alive.
I know, but
Kill
And
it.
it seems to be just kind of like hanging and swaying.
that's so weird, and I don't know what to do. That grape size thing.
Is there any people on this side, on the right side?
On the right side, you see no one. It looks completely deserted.
So I think that the ladies there are going to be able to see us.
There's a good amount of shadow, I would assume, up here, right?
Yeah, there's a pretty good amount. And the people on the left, you're watching them, and they look very involved in what they're doing.
Okay.
So
Are they the ones that are chanting?
Yes.
Okay.
while I'm in shadow, I can use my action to be invisible. So I'm just gonna
Okay.
dip up to that first building up there.
Yeah, I think there's definitely a path with the treetops and the buildings surrounding you. There's enough shadows to where you can kind of take a route. If you could move your person, or if you want me to do it for you, I can.
If I'm stealth, then maybe I'll go
Yeah,
up.
I can help you.
Can I go up behind these, like, barrels or crates or whatever?
Yeah, that'd be
Okay,
fun.
a little bit difficult to move on the phone.
Erebus, you get closer to it. Yeah, you would have to get, like, probably up onto the roof to really get a good look at it. Because it seems like part of it is kind of wrapped around, and you can only make out that it's like a ball and there's some white showing.
Oh, you know what I can do, Josh? Erebus? I'll whisper to you and say, hold on, I'm going to try something. And I'll do detect thoughts on whatever it is. If it's a creature,
The object?
yep.
Okay. You don't get anything.
Just assuming it's some kind of bug.
Yeah, I am. I'm assuming some sort of, I don't know.
And Erebus,
So-
you're getting kind of right up to it, right?
Yeah, I'm just gonna like fly up into the eave.
Okay. Are you like looking straight on at it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna move up a couple of flights of stairs to stay.
What if I probe deeper with
Close to them.
with a check from you?
Still don't get anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just tell you right now. The thing hanging from the eaves. Erebus, you get right up into it and you are looking
sort of testicle
straight
or
on with an eyeball.
I think he missed the thing.
He said that it was like right here.
But you are still invisible in the
eave,
shadow of
and
the
about
eaves.
the size of a grape.
But you are looking
And Erebus
straight on
saw.
at an eyeball that is hanging down from the eaves.
Some sort of Rocky Mountain oyster.
It's an eyeball.
Can I do detect magic?
What did I say? Rocky Mountain.
Yeah.
Is it like
You missed him telling him it was an eyeball.
I was busy telling Chris that it was a
put your eye on the other side of the wall or something?
It's not something like that, but it looks like it's its own thing. It's not created due to a spell, but it does have magical properties to it.
Is there any way to tell if other people are looking through it? I don't know if that's a thing.
There isn't a way to tell, but it seems really fucking strange. Erebus is currently invisible.
Straight over at.
It's kind of like swaying and twisting due to like the twine that's wrapped around it, hanging it from the eaves. So it's just kind of like surveying, it looks like. Just kind of hanging above the door.
I'll just do
Looking out over everything.
Or Arcana check.
I just did detect magic. So
I know.
Do a history check.
History. Okay. Well,
That's a good idea.
just because I don't want to I already
for sure.
rolled.
History.
It's a 12, which is not my best, but
You
I got
are
a 17.
you're a scholared person. So
but also my history is pretty good. That is a 30.
30? Okay.
Wow.
The 17 doesn't quite do it, but the 30 definitely will. Well, first of all, we need to settle the fact that you're not there and Erebus hasn't communicated this to you.
Ah, okay. Well, there you go.
So while you're invisible, do you go back and kind of explain, or you have that option, or what do you want to do?
He's gonna poke it in the eye. I fucking know it.
I kind of just want to crush it. I also just kind of want to put it in my bag of holding.
Oh.
So I can just look in there.
I was gonna say you should
It
probably
would
figure
just be black in there.
out what it's
you're
doing
eating that?
first.
Entertaining.
It's just
What do-
full of, it's just
what do
full
you
of
do?
coins and boobies.
Should probably figure out what it's doing first.
I'm Erebus. I'm just gonna crush it in my hand.
As soon as you do,
I knew I was gonna do
the
that.
3 women stop. And they turn towards that location. You're still invisible, they don't see you. But they're looking over there, and one of them goes, "Is someone there?"
Okay. First of all, OOC, guys, Hercules. The ladies. The eye, right?
The witches.
They share the eye.
Oh,
So they've got some sort of a connection to it, as far as I can tell. But in the moment, I am behind cover.
It's also World of Warcraft.
What?
They share the eye and
Who
the
does?
mansion, Waycrest Manor, dungeon.
They're still
Oh, yeah.
looking over, and they're like, "Is someone there?"
I'm not gonna answer.
The one kind of in the center at the time goes, "Ladies, keep chanting, keep chanting." And they continue. Yeah, you can hear it kind of faintly, like she's saying something to them.
Okay.
They continue dancing, so I think you're able to kind of put it together. And
Pathicate to Erebus then and say, Erebus, what did you do? I crushed eyeball. Okay.
from your history check, you would know that that could possibly be something called a hag's eye, which is basically something a night hag or some sort of hag, which is kind of like a really dark witch, can use to survey specific things. It has some magical properties, but they kind of covet these objects.
Got it.
Topher wants to look at the housing and see what he can find out about this kind of culture, people, anything he can learn, really.
Yeah.
He wants to put on his detective hat. And
Okay.
partly because he really enjoys pretending that he's a top-notch detective, but also because he wants to find out about these people before he gets in
Yeah.
a full-on fight with
Yeah.
a bunch of witches.
Go ahead and roll an investigation.
And I was thinking looking in the windows, seeing if anyone's in there, maybe even going in if no one's in.
You're
that sort of
gonna
thing.
you're gonna risk. I mean, I know you're stealth, but they did just look over here.
They're dancing and chanting again, though, and I feel
Two of
like
them are. One actually comes up towards one end of the bridge and is looking over that way. Just initially, without even the check, you can tell that the houses on the right are definitely Frank Darabont style houses.
Okay.
To toss that back, that was a random thing Chris said during Bert's first side story.
Oh my god.
That the house Bert was breaking into in that side story was Frank Darabont style. And Bert recognized that. So there's a fucking deep cut.
Jesus.
You are awesome.
Chris doesn't even know he said it.
I know. He's like, I have no clue.
Have we been up here for?
I'm pretty sure it's Frank Darabont. What?
Have we been up here for about a minute?
Approaching it.
Probably because we were talking about is it Victorian style, and you were making up something it's Frank Darabont.
Yeah, maybe.
If you spend at least a minute observing or interacting with another creature outside combat, you can learn certain information about its capabilities compared to your own. The DM tells you if the creature is your equal, superior, or inferior in regard to 2 of the following characteristics of your choice: strength, dex, constitution, armor class, hit points, total level, or fighter level.
Wow, what is that?
It's called Know Your Enemy.
Nice.
Yeah. You've basically seen them dancing, chanting. You've seen the eyeball.
Yeah.
You can tell that the 3 women are probably pretty powerful spellcasters. Probably close to equal with you guys.
Okay. How hard are they? Attractive? Not
They're actually really, really beautiful.
Like, what kind of, are we talking like the Fire Witch from Game of Thrones? Beautiful.
Yeah, kind of around there.
Princess beautiful?
They're
Like
different.
Princess Marjorie?
Just do a boner check already.
They're all kind of
That's true, actually. I think people are getting at me.
they're all kind of different looks. They all look different, but they all look really beautiful. That's the one thing that's kind of like
Sporty, sassy goth.
interesting because we found this hag's eye, but there's these three beautiful women who are dancing and chanting.
I don't believe it at all.
And the one that's kind of looking and still hasn't received any sort of thing, she's like, are any of you here to help?
Okay, well, I'll do detect thoughts on them then.
Okay.
So we're talking surface level for now.
Surface level. The person you are, is it one person?
Yeah, I think I can only do one person. Is she 30 feet? Because the spell is only 30 feet.
Oh, she is much farther than 30.
Okay.
It's 139 feet difference.
I have a question.
Got it.
What, like, from looking in the windows,
I'm sorry about
looking at
that.
the Frank Durban style houses,
Yeah.
what did I see?
Oh, just from looking in there, it looks abandoned. It's odd because the left side seems a little more kind of like thrown together with limited resources, and the right side is a lot more like structurally sound. So
Each particular house or of
I mean, on the
these?
left side, on the left tree.
Okay, right,
If
right.
you look at the map, that one's obviously a little more kind of like thrown together in a different style than the right side. So
Right.
they're two
Different
very
styles.
opposing styles. The right one looks completely abandoned. Like there's even like cobwebs and stuff up
So
there.
as a wood elf who grew up
Mm-hmm.
in the woods, is anything familiar? Does this look like something that could have been built by anyone that I knew of?
You would see something like this probably in forest-dwelling communities, not necessarily elves. It doesn't seem to have like an elven structure,
Right.
but definitely like possibly hunting cabins or maybe people who live in the forest and are worried about the creatures on the ground and have built shelter up
Okay.
high. So it could be humans. It could be anything like that, but the right side looks disheveled.
Okay. And they're chanting on the left side, but there's a bridge that I can see going
Yes.
over there. And she asked us if there's anyone who wants to help.
Yeah. And what do you do?
I'll bite if no one else will. I'll just come out there, you know, hands up, kind of friendly gesture, sort of, and say, "What can I help with?"
Okay. So that would put you kind
I
of
don't
at
know
the
your language.
top of the stairs. She's speaking in common at that point in
Okay.
time. The chanting is in deep speech.
I'm speaking in common too, in Topher's ear, saying, "What are you doing?"
Topher shows himself on the other side of the bridge. I moved you up to the top to where they could see you.
Right.
And she goes, "Oh, perfect. Are you magical? Are you a spellcaster?"
A little, not a lot, to be honest.
Oh, we could really use your help. Are you an elf?
Yes.
Oh, that's perfect. We've had a bit of an issue. We found this deer during our travels. It seems to be corrupted, has some sort of disease. I think something bit it and it's poisoned. We are trying to cleanse it. And the more spell casting that we can get to give it energy, the better it will be. Please, we need some help. We're trying to protect the forest.
I don't know anything about that spell, but if you let me see the deer, I think it could help. I have a lot of experience with diseases running wild in forests. I used to have some doctor friends who eradicated a disease with a vac bean, actually. It was fascinating.
Yeah. Oh, well, that sounds amazing. Please.
Sure.
Okay.
Take me to the deer.
His history check on hags.
Mm-hmm.
27.
27? Okay. Beat a 25. You know that they do have the capability of changing their appearance. They
I just
can.
why is it that I don't trust you at all anymore?
They are normally like grotesque creatures, but they are known to change shape to kind of give false like,
Yeah.
"Oh, hey,
What
it's a
else?
normal person."
What else can I have with that check, I should say?
They are pretty nasty spellcasters. You know that they are usually in groups, sometimes 3 or more, and they dabble in all sorts of dark magic.
Okay, I'll pathicate to Topher and say, "Topher, listen. These are hags. I don't know their intentions are bad, but I'm pretty sure they are. So you're already out in the open. Be careful, and I will back you up.
Okay, Topher stops halfway across the bridge.
Okay.
And he says, and he heard you, and he says, I think I'd have better luck out here in the light. Could you bring the deer to me?
And they're still chanting, and she's like, well, we are witches, and for our enchantment to cleanse this, it has to be around specific arcane symbols that we have over here. I'm sorry, but we're already part way through the process of cleansing this creature. We can't move it at this time.
Can we see the creature?
You can see a large, like, dead thing, like, that they're kind of dancing and chanting around.
So that's what they're gathered around?
Yeah.
So there is like something there?
There is something
Summoning
there.
a construct. Summoning a demon from hell.
I don't think it's necessarily in Topher's nature to naturally distrust people, but I think from
No, I am saying like
You can roll insight.
You-
Insight is an ability that helps you tell the truth.
Here's the thing about Matthew. I'm really trying to make sure that that I'm not stepping on any toes, but I am trying to, give a little bit of input into what my thought process is. So what I was told you was, I'll back you up, but I am pretty skeptical of these people.
Yeah.
Because they're hags, and what I know about them so far is, they're probably most likely evil.
Well, that's the thing is I feel like hags are probably lying, but I don't know. I only got 11 on my insight check.
You believe them.
Damn it. I want to help him, but I don't know deep speech. I don't know, I would come at this from a very different angle. But they're pulling on my heartstrings with this, corrupted animal shit.
Yeah, I know. You've done such a good job of whatever it is that you're doing by being totally neutral. And because you're doing that, it makes me more skeptical. That's why I've meant, I don't trust you at all right now.
I know. I know what you mean, because it's like...
And in a good way, because I'm having fun. And I love the twists and turns and all that kind of stuff. And it just makes me, when I look over at you and you're like, oh yeah, everything's totally fine, don't worry about anything, I'm more worried now.
There's rotten flesh, there's chanting going on. It's definitely dark magic, and I think Topher recognizes that. But at the same time, there's
Your insight check. Yeah.
There's,
You believe them.
I believe them, and there's a disease that could spread that, and I think Topher's really sensitive to that sort of thing.
So, Topher, you are feeling inclined to go across and help these women.
Yes, I still am. Thinking it
Women.
over.
Are you moving the rest of the way?
Yeah, I want to look at the animal that
Okay.
they're gathered around.
How close are you getting?
I'm gonna look at the animal. I'm fully.
Okay, you're walking all the way across.
You're insane.
Okay.
Got it.
So as he's walking over there, does she?
So, by the way, I should retroactively say that I'll pathicate to everyone that, they're hags, or I think they're hags because of the eyeball and the history check and blah, blah, blah. Just that they have that information other than just Topher.
Yeah.
I think that would make more sense.
Yeah, Topher, you go over and you look, and there is a deer carcass. It looks like it's still kind of twitching, but there is a large wound near its hind leg that is bubbling. It looks like there's some pus, some green fluid kind of leaking out of it, a little bit of black fluid leaking out of it.
Okay,
And-
they weren't making it up.
Yeah, and she says, please try to focus your energy on it, or if there's any sort of salve or something that you have to be able to heal this poor creature, we could really use your help. We are witches. Not all witches are bad, but we belong to the Dogwood Forest, and we are trying to help this creature.
Number one, still alive?
It's twitching, you can see it's nearly dead. It's in bad shape.
Okay. Animal handling, medicine, survival, nature.
Nature.
Oh, 9.
You can't make out what it's afflicted with.
I'm not surprised by that. Actually, I have +3 to medicine. I don't know if that's going to help at all. 17.
17. Yeah, you're able to look and see like this.
No, 20 actually.
Oh, 20.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Not natural.
You see it kind of oozing out, and you.
That was my medicine roll, by the way.
Yeah, and you are able to. You look at it, and you know that you can get it patched up a little bit, so it would at least stop like bleeding.
Okay. And I guess I wouldn't necessarily know whether that's going to exacerbate the curse or anything like that.
Yeah.
I'll say, like, Topher, what's going on over there?
I'm not lying about the deer. It's got some kind of magical wound that I've never seen before.
Did you do an Arcana check on it?
No, that's not really my forte.
You can still try.
Yeah, Arcana check.
I'm just trying to.
7?
You don't.
Yeah, you don't know what's going on.
I'm so
I did,
hesitant to come over there.
I don't know.
Two
I don't
of
blame you.
the two witches who are continuously dancing around and chanting, they continue, but the third one says, "The ritual is almost complete. We've almost healed this thing. Topher, if you have an idea to help patch it up, we can do our part." And she takes out a small dagger and cuts her hand, and the other two take out daggers and cut their hand, and they hold them over while still chanting and squeeze their hand so blood drips onto the deer.
Topher, what's going on over there?
Well, I'm uncomfortable, to be honest. I don't like.
Can I
So
send
I can.
Frank over there?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna send Frank over there.
Okay.
Topher, you were
Are you able to pop him up as a companion?
Yes.
And what class is Frank?
He will be fighter.
Okay.
Oh, are you Warlock right now?
I-
All those abilities? Or are you changing right now?
Yeah, that's warlock.
All the shadow stuff?
I can cast tongues and understand what they're saying, but I have to be able to touch and range.
Okay.
So
You're
Well,
still-
yeah. Oh, that's what I'll say. I'll pathicate and say, like, ask them what they're casting.
Ooh, what are you casting?
It's to banish the darkness from the creature. It's to get rid of this poison.
I tell.
Do you think they're telling the truth?
Should I do another insight check?
You can roll insight on that, yeah.
I'll do another insight check.
Trying to like think my way around this.
In the meantime, Frank starts making his way halfway across the bridge.
12 on insight.
12 on insight. You believe them.
I believe.
And one of them turns and he's like, "Oh, who is this? A friend of yours?
Yes.
Oh, is he a spellcaster?"
I honestly don't know.
No.
No.
Oh, well, he's welcome if he has anything that could help. And
Bandage.
I tell him, hey, hold this, you know,
I can bandage.
on, and I kind of
I got
do like
a little band-aid.
introductory kind of version of first aid that I can handle. And I tell you, they've cut their hands and they're bleeding on the animal. They say it's to heal it. I'm patching it up. I'm not sure. Do you know of any magic where you bleed on?
29.
29.
29?
29?
Okay. You know that witches deal a lot in
Blood.
blood and dark magic. A lot of dark magic involves blood.
Do I know that there's any healing rituals that involve blood?
Yeah, there could be.
Okay.
When, people of that
Sure.
sect of
No, that
magic.
makes sense.
Anyway, they're dripping this blood, and as you and Frank are kind of working together to kind of like patch up this creature, you can see that some of the stuff you're doing while Frank is helping you, it is helping some of the like bleeding and oozing kind of like subside, and the creature is getting a little more stable. And you can see like when the blood's hitting it, the skin is kind of like rippling along with it, like there is some sort of effect happening. But the main woman that you were talking to, she's like, this isn't enough, this isn't enough, come on, like trying to cheer the deer on. And she's like, we need someone else. Topher, would you be willing to cut your hand and drip blood? We need to help.
No. I'll cast Cure Wounds.
Okay. You cast Cure Wounds.
1d8 plus 3. Hold on.
1v8.
1d8.
You open up a can of V8
Delicious.
and feed it to the...
And it's so healthy.
It's a full serving of vegetables.
Actually, I love V8.
So I got a 4.
You got a
Which I
4?
think means it like, cures 4 hit points. I think that's how.
Yeah, so it seems to help a little bit, but
But it's not really a deer.
but it's still in distress.
I'm not.
She's like, Topher, that's good for normal ways, but if we are going to cleanse this animal of this darkness, we need something more. And for us to be able to do what we do best, we're going to need a little bit of blood. Ours isn't doing it. You, Frank, anyone?
Does Frank have blood?
I'm not.
Yeah.
Topher's not willing to. He doesn't understand that level of magic. He doesn't understand how his blood could really help.
Okay.
He's not gonna.
I'll ask Topher, like, what do you want me to do? What should I do? Should I
I
just...
don't know. I
I'm
think
gonna
stay
roll a
sit tight for
d20
now.
for Frank.
Okay.
1 to 10, he says no. 11 to 20, he says yes, and we'll cut his hand because I'm not there, so I can't tell Frank
Well,
what to do.
this is actually a great moment in the story because you and Frank in the prison had all these talks, right? And you are playing the character of Frank as like his own person now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just don't know what that would be, so I was just going to leave it to chance.
I think that. I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
I think that's
Honestly,
awesome.
Is a good choice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Until yeah.
I love that
So
you're
1
giving
to 10
Frank
is he
more
doesn't
to-
do it.
doesn't do
11
it.
to 20,
11
he
to
does.
20, he'll cut his hand.
Okay. No modifier.
17.
He cuts his hand.
Okay.
Okay.
Frank kind of looks around and
This is insane.
cuts his hand and kind of sees this creature suffering and drips some blood onto it. And you see this wound that Topher helped cover start to like dissipate, basically. Like the boils and the bubbling kind of like pop and hiss as like the blackness and the green like slime kind of melt out of it. And the wound starts to look better and the deer becomes stable. And then the deer rips open. Everyone roll for initiative.
Okay, I'm swapping with Frank.
Fucking badass, dude. Yes.
So as soon as it like rips open, I'm like, no. So I teleport and switch with Frank. So he's hanging in the heap.
Up first, the deer. You see the deer split open, and inside there's like a black pool of oil, and you see two hands come up out of it and pull itself up out of the inside of the deer, and there is now a new creature on the map.
Can I see it?
Yeah, it's Gollum.
No. Can I see it from 180 feet away?
You would see this figure pop up, yes.
Perception check? Free action?
Yeah, go ahead.
What the shit is that?
Well, that's terrible. I have to look for perception.
And it pulling itself up, we're going to say that that's its entire action.
Don't worry about my perception.
Okay.
It was a 4.
Okay. Up next is Erebus.
This is fucked.
I kind of love that Frank did it, though.
Me too.
I do too, yeah.
I do. Like, I was skeptical, and I knew that
No.
that this was bad.
I
Like,
wanted him
I
to
knew
do
it
it
was
too.
bad,
I
but
wanted him to
I
do it
love
too.
that Frank made the decision, basically on his own. I know it was a roll of the dice, but I still think it's fucking awesome.
Well,
And we don't know if this is because of the blood you gave it.
Yeah, we do.
yeah, pretty sure.
You never know.
I rolled a 15 to hit. Does that hit?
15 to hit. Who are you targeting?
The one that's right in front of me.
The witch?
The witch?
Or
Or the crazy creature? Okay, that's one of the witches. You want to
Yeah.
attack the witch?
Yep.
Okay, and what'd you roll?
A 15.
Miss.
Okay,
It goes past them as they kind of like move. They weren't even looking at you, but they
That
still
sucks.
just kind of like
no.
swirled and moved out of
I'm
the
gonna
way as
use-
it came back
I'm
around.
going to use luck for my second attack.
Okay.
Oh, that'll hit. That's a 17 plus 13.
Yes, that does hit.
30. Yeah, okay.
Same one.
Yeah, still the same one.
Okay.
17 damage unless they take extra from fire.
No, you can tell that not all that fire damage goes through.
15 damage.
15.
Does a 23 hit?
23 will hit.
Okay. Now, when I do the blade ring, can I do that for every attack, or do I have to switch?
No, you can use the blade ring each
Okay.
time. Yeah.
So 19 damage for that one.
19 damage. Okay. Same person?
Yep.
Okay. Is that the end?
That's it for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next up is Garryle.
You said 180 feet, right? Okay. Garryle pops out from behind the crates or whatever.
Okay.
Moves his 30 feet.
Okay.
And casts Storm Sphere centered on the creature and the witches, which I assume are all within 10 feet.
Let me see.
Because they were dancing
What's
around,
the range?
so- Well, here's the thing. It's 150 feet.
Okay.
I moved my 30 feet, and I also have an additional 10 from my wand. So I can reach them. And it's one of the only spells that can do that.
One of the witches will be the one that was with Topher, which is number 9 on the map.
Okay.
Is 19 feet.
19 feet?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine, because it's a 20-foot thing. So.
Oh, it's 20 feet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's circular?
What I said was I assumed they were all within 10 feet of each other because they were all circling around it.
It's
That's
20 feet and it's circular?
Correct.
Okay.
And I also add 10 feet to that, so technically it's 30.
Okay.
Gonna hit me.
Yeah, but I have
Oh, that's right,
spell
yeah, spell
shape,
shape.
so I'm fine. You're fine. The way that we
I'm
play,
fine.
the way that we play spell shaping versus the way that D&D 5e plays spell shaping, I think is just a hair different.
Yeah.
Basically, rather than having you roll and automatically pass and take half damage or half whatever,
Well,
the
Topher
rules
also
as
has-
written are strange in the way that they say that basically you pass the save.
Your DC's 21 or 22.
I think it's 22.
The creature that just arrived got a 22.
Oh, nice. Okay, so they don't. How does that go? It goes to the runner, right? So you do pass.
Yeah, they saved.
You pass. Everybody else?
I'm checking them right now.
Okay.
The number 7 witch above that creature did not pass.
Okay.
Number 8 did not. Number 9 did not. So the witches failed.
Okay, so they're going to take 2d6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, does the other creature take anything?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Just strength saving throw.
Should take
Is that correct? Did you do strength?
Yeah.
Okay,
How much damage?
I'm looking. D6.
Keep forgetting I have a mouse to make my job so much easier. I keep using this stupid touchpad.
6. It's hard to do it on the app, I swear. So 12.
12 damage?
12 damage to everyone. That area becomes difficult terrain. And I'm going to use my bonus action to target hits. You can use a bonus action on each of your turns to cause a bolt of lightning to leap from the center of the spear towards one creature. So I'm going to have it hit,
Creature.
and it's a 17 plus, I don't remember, but
Well, that will hit. So don't need to worry about
46
it.
lightning damage.
Unless you want to try for a crit.
Oh, yeah. Not a bad idea. Nope.
Okay. Well, you hit. And damage.
Damage or dice in the app is really easy for that kind of stuff.
That's true. 5, 8.
Ignored.
13.
Yeah.
Don't care.
So 13 damage.
13 damage.
Sorrow. Do you see where you are?
Yes.
Okay. You're on the steps.
So I'm still stealth. I'm just gonna move my 30, which puts me like here. See if
such.
you'll let me
Yeah.
do
Yeah,
this.
that's exactly right.
I was gonna cast Dimension Door
17.
and appear behind the creature and maybe get a attack of opportunity since I'm stealth.
In the other app.
Am I now?
That's kind of a
I'm level.
double action,
Hold on.
Right.
but I'll give it to you.
Should I multi-class?
I mean, just breaking the stealth and appearing behind them.
Yeah. You're
If
really,
the DM will allow
you're
it.
really putting yourself into the fray. I will let you do that, but here's going to be the cost.
Okay.
Because you weren't in this storm initially,
Yeah.
for Garryle to sculpt around you, you'll have to roll a save.
Okay.
That's
What-
the deal I'm going to make.
Okay.
I think you failed that save.
Okay.
Well, that's unfortunate because that's a 10.
So how much? 10 damage?
10.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure.
And then you wanted to do an attack. How close did you want to be?
10 feet behind.
10 feet behind.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Tidal Wave, and I'm going to have it be big enough to take the 2 witches and the creature, but stop before it hits Erebus. So 7, 8, and the creature.
Okay. What are they?
So dexterity saving throw.
Okay, the creature got a 13.
Okay.
Doesn't it push them though?
One of the witches, 15.
They're knocked prone if they...
Number 7, rolled that. A 15. And then a 16. So I think it was, what did I say? 13, 15, 16?
They needed a 15.
A 15? Okay, so 2 saved, the creature did not.
Okay, so they take half as much.
Okay.
They're going to take 4d8, which is 9
Okay.
damage. And then the one that failed is knocked prone.
Okay.
And then the water spreads out, extinguishes any flames that's in the area too. But
Okay, add condition. Prone.
He's been prone bound.
Moving over to Frank.
Frank's not there.
Okay, he's way back over on the other one, or did you dismiss him?
I dismissed him when I teleported.
Okay, you dismissed Frank. We're going to get rid of him. So that means it is Topher's turn.
Okay, I want to go over to the step, and it's about 30 feet away from me. It's like right there on the top of this stairs.
Yes.
Okay, I have a few questions for you.
Yes.
Were the hags surprised when we attacked them? Or is it clear to Topher, who has experience in the forest and with fighting, that they are working with the creature or against it?
Roll in insight. You're trying to kind of feel from them, like, if they're surprised by this or excited by this.
Exactly, and also their posture in the fight. Are
Yeah.
they like, were they defending against us, or were they planning on attacking the creature? That came
Yeah.
out of it?
like when the creature came out, did they poise to attack it? Like where'd they turn?
Precisely,
Like
yeah.
where'd they turn or whatever?
19. You saw all of them look very joyous when it came
Okay,
out.
Yeah.
so they're pleased with this.
I fucking knew it. I knew it.
Darn it. I wanted to trust him, you know?
I know, it was very nice.
Can't trust hags, man.
I liked the way you guys went about this whole situation.
All
It was
right.
very unlike you.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was like, oh, they're just going to attack him.
I'm gonna shoot the creature first because the creature is, whatever the hags are, the creature is clearly pure evil.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
very
tell
clear.
the creature, I'm going to pull out my oath bow, I'm going to knock an arrow and say, "Death to all who oppose me."
Yeah. I love
And
that.
I'm going to swing for the fences here.
Do you want her dice?
That's. Let me see. I think that's just 19 to hit.
19 to hit, that hits.
Okay. And then it's.
Plus 12. Unreal.
What? It's not big, so it doesn't get the extra 1d8, but it gets the 3d6.
It is medium, yep. So roll damage.
So it's 1d8 plus 3d6. So hold on a second. Oh, 7 for the 1d8. Sorry.
Okay.
11 plus 7 is
18.
18 plus 8 for damage is 26.
That's a good hit.
And that's one attack.
Oh, shit! Okay.
I'm gonna shoot it again.
All right. Ooh, this is interesting.
Okay?
Which one are you hitting?
The creature. The dark creature that pulled itself out of the
Just to be fair, creatures that are prone against ranged attacks, you have disadvantage.
That's true. Honestly, you'll hit it. I think it's fine for right now. Next time we'll remember that.
I called. I just pushed disadvantage on the roll. My first one was a 9, the second was a natural 20.
No, it's okay. And that
So-
was a dexterity check also. So, I don't know.
15.
15. Okay, yeah,
Oh,
15
that's
hits.
a good point.
15
I
hits.
didn't do it in attack roll. Okay.
It's okay, because I think it's plus 12 for your attack, so you would have been way over.
Okay, 10. Because I don't
10.
get the modifier on my second attack.
The creature's bloodied.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we
And
know
it's still
anything
prone,
about
right?
What does it look like?
What does the
Is it
creature
like
look
just
like?
shadow?
No, it's not shadow. It is fully formed. I wonder if I can.
I keep thinking of the sap from Ferngully.
There you go. Can you guys see this?
On the map? Okay, there you go.
It's got long claws, pointy ears. Its teeth are all mangled. It looks like the flesh is like withered and rotted. It's got a bloated gut. It does not look friendly. What do you say?
He said Adrian when he said bloated gut.
Oh, that's so mean.
I'm teasing. She has my beautiful baby.
No, but
And she's gorgeous. And I love her so much.
but with that disclaimer still, that was an excellent joke.
Okay, so next in the order is number 5, the witch, who changes into her true form of a night hag, where for you guys, this is what she looks like. She's got horns coming off of her head. As you can see, she's holding an eye.
And can I like clang my sword and shield at her?
Is that a reaction?
No, just like in general, like trying to get her attention instead of because she's closer to Sorrow at the moment.
You do that. We'll say you do that. And she kind of looks towards you.
Sure.
And she points at you. And then she turns and points to an empty spot on the deck. And she goes, "Arise, Guardian."
Oh my gosh.
And you see a large horned devil